It's huge. You know, you spend all summer working out, and a lot of people gain a lot of improvement and stuff, and if you don't maintain that during the off season, you kind of, it's kind of for nothing. You gotta, try to work hard, improve in the summer, and then you basically try to maintain it throughout the season. So you're strong by the end.
Nike strobes, tell me about them.
A new training tool I found here, and I used them all summer long, trying to work a little bit of my hand-eye coordination and my quickness, and I found a huge benefit, and it's really crossing over now that I'm starting to skate again on the ice. Just noticed a little bit of focus and quickness, and just being able to recognize things more quickly, and it takes a long time to get used to, but my trainer would say too, it's at first it's really hard, and then you kind of get used to it, and you see a lot of improvements. It's a really good training. For me, it's really just being able to pick up pucks a little bit quicker on the ice. For different sports, it's going to mean different things, but it just makes you focus on what you need to focus at. So for me, it was trying to pick the puck up off a player's stick, just a split second quicker, and being able to move my hands a little bit quicker. And, a lot of times, you train in the summer and you don't really train for your sport, and I think that was my goal this year, was really to train to be a goalie, and the strobes and the movement drills and everything else that I did here really allowed me to do that.
For you,
yeah,
benefits.
It's something I focused on, late into high school, getting into college, and it's probably I'd say probably the biggest group of lifts you can do to prove yourself athletically. It's all about acceleration, that first step, explosiveness, just running, coming off the ball, trying to make a save, and it's all about being explosive in that first step, and Olympic lifting is definitely a huge component to that.
Cool.
Again, like everyone tries to work hard, but if you're not recovering right, you're not taking care of yourself, and you're not going to see the kind of gains that you need. And, that was a big adjustment for me when I got to college, and I really started to learn about it and really got into it, and really focused on what I was putting into my body before I work out, so I had energy, after I work out, so that I could recover, before games, making sure you're eating the right foods and stuff like that. And it made a big difference for me over the last 2 years of my career, when 2 years of my career in college, when I really focused on it. I definitely saw huge gains in performance.
The importance of academics?
It's a big part. It's bigger than a lot of people realize, and recruiting, it plays a huge part. And I've been in coach's office where they say, these two kids are close, but he gets better grades, and that's the kind of kids that they want on their team, and that really does make a difference. And on top of that, it's tough when you're a college athlete or a high school athlete. You have to be able to balance, playing sports and dealing with academics, and generally what you'll find is kind of contrary to popular belief, but the best students are generally the best athletes across the board, and it's just that personality. It's if you work hard in the classroom, you're generally going to be a kid who works hard on the ice, and that's, or the field or whatever, and that's kind of the type of person that coaches are looking for.
Okay, best lesson. What over your career? What would you say the best lesson or the hardest thing you ever learned, or the most important thing you ever learned?
Honestly, the most important thing I learned is the importance of off-ice training and nutrition and everything you got to do away from the rink. And I think that was a big difference. I wouldn't have been a Division I college player or a professional hockey player if I didn't, really commit myself to working out, getting stronger, really improving myself off the ice as well, not as on the ice.
There's a lot of different places out there, a lot of gyms. What advice would you give parents looking to send their children to a gym or a facility to work out? What kind of things should they be looking for?
You definitely want to make sure it's it's really like an athletic-based program. It isn't something that you're going to bench press 500 pounds, something like that. You look at a facility that, like, we're going to improve your athleticism, we're going to make you faster, stronger. Really look for what kind of programs they have. If it's tailored to a specific athlete's needs, and a hockey player is going to be a little bit different than a football player. Is going to be a little bit different than a baseball player, and you find a gym that maybe 80% of the workout is going to be the same, but maybe that extra 20 they gear toward your specific sport or your specific position, and that's really where you're going to see the most gains.